Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Living in Light Church. We have a new face here today, so thank you for coming. Again, this is Living in Light Church. You may not be aware of it, but we have hot coffee, hot tea, hot cocoa, cookies. Yeah, we have some cookies. And they're individually wrapped bags. It's not like they're contaminated with anything. Yeah. So if you have cell phones, you might want to put them on silent so they don't disturb us during the service. And we have restrooms over to the left. It's another building over there. It's like the ladies and the men's too. So they're both unlocked, so you may use those facilities if you feel the need to. We hold services on every first 3 Sundays. So the first, second, and third. This is the third one. We alternate between giving spirit messages or billet readings. And if you're unfamiliar with billet readings, that's where you write down a question on a piece of paper, fold it up, put a unique symbol in the front so that you know it's for you when it's being read. And because it's going to be anonymous, we won't know who we're reading for. But today is spirit messages. Okay. And I'm going to have everyone stand if they can, as we will be singing our first hymnal, In the Garden, on page 155 of the hymnal books. In the Garden. Yeah, that's the one.
I come to the garden alone, while the dew is still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ear, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me and He talks with me. And He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of His voice is so sweet, the birds hush their singing, and the melody that He gave to me within my heart is ringing. And He walks with me and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy He shares and carry there, none other has ever known. I stay in the garden with Him, though the night around me be falling, but He bids me go through the voice of hope. His voice to me is calling, and He walks with me and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own, and the joy we share to tarry there, none other has ever known.
Infinite Spirit, we come together to brighten our own spiritual lights in Your presence. We thank Thee for the opportunities to learn our lessons, for a better understanding of unconditional love. We abide by the laws of nature and recognize their value. We understand the quest for spirituality may not be easy, but it is worthwhile. We thank You for providing a place for us to learn. We thank You for providing companions along the way. Amen. Amen. You may now be seated. Thank you. I can hear ringing. Hopefully that's fixed now. So we will now continue. If you put your books down, you're going to have to pick them right back up again because we're going to be reciting the principles, the Declaration of Principles, which is basically a motto of our belief system of spiritualist churches. We're going to start with number 1, which is, we believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expression of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is a fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. We affirm that the moral responsibility of individuals and that we make our own happiness or unhappiness as we obey or disobey nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any soul, here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing are divine attributes proven through creation. We'll now move on to the healing portion of our service. Are you available to do hands-on healing? Okay. So Sandy will be doing hands-on healing, and when you feel comfortable, come on up, sit down. She'll place her hands. She will ask for permission for the placing of her hands on your shoulders, and spiritual energy goes through her into the person that's receiving the healing. And as part of the healing service, we will be singing the healing hymn and reciting the healing prayer. And guess where those are? They're in the book, the hymn book. I will then ask Sandy to step up to take her station behind the healing chairs. Please be aware that healing is about working energy provided by spirits who have chosen the healing mediums to send their spiritual energy through. In order to become a certified commissioned healer, practicing healers need to provide at least 3 affidavits. And we have affidavits in the back, the forms that you fill out. So if you feel that you've received a beneficial healing, we would ask that you fill one out. Because Sandy needs at least 3 affidavits in order to become a commissioned healer. You may remain seated as we sing our healing hymn, which is on page 109, He Healeth Me. Don't put the books away, because we still have the healing prayer that we will recite together. And I think everybody's on the same page. So we'll recite this together. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help, and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Amen. So So if you feel like you should get a hands-on healing, we ask you to come up to use one of the chairs, and Sandy will attend to you. She will ask you for permission in order to place your hands. And if you don't want to have your hands put on the shoulders, just let her know, and she'll adjust herself accordingly. Hands, yes, please, go ahead. Hands are the focal point of spiritual energy, coming from the spirit world and passing through the healer's hands into the one requesting to be healed. It is helpful for the one in need to be mindful of this gift being shared and to think of themselves as being restored by this action. For the rest of us, while we are waiting for that chair, I'm going to lead you all in a meditation because there's healing in that as well. Because it's been raining lately, I think I'll do the rain meditation. But that's okay, this water's a little warmer. So let us all get into a state of relaxation. And we start by controlling our breath. Take a nice big inhalation that fills the lungs deeply. Then hold it for a moment. And then release it slowly. Releasing it slowly. Getting the carbon dioxide out of our bodies and getting the good oxygen in. This gentle action releases a signal to the mind that we are relaxing. Close your eyes to block out the optical signals that interfere with your mind. Take another deep breath. Holding it a moment and then slowly releasing it. Let yourself be enveloped by the darkness. It is evening and the sun has gone down. The moon has risen, and though it is night, you can make out the pitch blackness of branches. They look like intricate black paper cutouts. You are standing in an open space surrounded by trees in this evening. It is quiet when you hear the patter of a single raindrop. In a moment, you can hear another patter from another direction, another single raindrop. And then you can feel a raindrop fall upon you. The healing chair is available. It is starting to sprinkle. You can hear the patter begin to pick up with frequency. There are patters all around you, and you can feel the drops as they hit your skin. It is not cold. It is warm, like a summer rain. You catch a glimpse of a glowing dot fall, and then it goes out. And then another. They almost look like fireflies with dim golden light. From there are several glowing dots falling from the sky. They're golden, glowing raindrops. Some of them hit your skin and sink into your body. You can see more falling, and your body is absorbing the ones that touch you. That glow goes into your body. As those glows build up in your body, they begin to glow. You can see your skin beginning to glow. It's dimly at first, but as more of these lights fall upon you, you begin to glow stronger. Your light is building up, stronger and stronger. You're beginning to light up the trees that reveal their leaves, their branches, and their trunks. This is your essence that is being revealed to you. You're not just a human being. You are also a spirit, a soul that accompanies your body. This soul goes everywhere you do. Wave your arms and the glowing light stays with you. Take a step and the light steps with you. Now you notice the rain is beginning to slow down. The patter sounds are becoming less. The glowing drops are becoming fewer. Soon, it is quiet again. Look upon your body, and the glow that was once as strong is now beginning to dissipate. The healing chair is open. It is beginning to fade. That which has been revealed to you starts to become hidden from your sight. It is not gone. It can never be gone. The glow grows weaker until it is no more. You are now back to the blackness of the night. You can wave your arms, take several steps, and you still cannot see that light. But it follows you with your every movement because it is still a part of you. It takes a very sensitive person to be able to see the light without the raindrops. The more spiritually you become, the stronger that light will get, whether you see it or not. And now the sun begins to rise and the darkness begins to recede. The trees begin to fade and is replaced with the walls of this room. You can now see the chairs that you're sitting in. If you don't believe me, open your eyes. On the left-hand side of the healing list is a tribute to those that have crossed over. And I have two names. I was asked to put his name on the list as well. So those that have crossed over, their eyes have been opened basically, and they see the reasons why they lived the lives that they did and the reason why they crossed over when they had to. And they have a better understanding of what's going on in the world, what life is all about, and what the spirit world is all about. For the rest of us, we have the healing list, and I would like to recite those names. And I ask that you think of healing for these people as I call out their names, because they've requested it, they need it, and they could use it. So I ask that these names have been called out, receive the healing energy from the other side that comes onto this earth plane. And we also have our first responders whenever an emergency comes. I'd like to ask that they also receive healing, because that can take a lot, having to go out to wherever there's injury, wherever there's trauma going on all the time. That's their job, basically, to do that. And to the children of this earth, to the doctors and nurses, and to those basically in need all around the earth. And the earth itself, which can also use some healing. So I ask that we send a focus of healing energy to all those. This now concludes the healing portion of our service. And again, I'd like to remind you, if you received a beneficial healing, we have affidavits, healing affidavits in the back that Sandy could use. And when the healers are done, they may be seated. Well, I'd like to introduce our speaker, which is our own Reverend Sandra Deckinger, who comes all the way from San Francisco for this. And she told me she's had to drive through some of the rain on the way over here. So thank you for coming down.
Was it golden rain?
No.
Oh, no, this is
Sprinkles.
daytime. Yeah. Did you see a rainbow?
No, just sprinkles and darker clouds coming in.
Okay. So that's a weather report from San Francisco. So before we have her come up to give her talk, I would like to ask us to combine our energy through one more hymnal song, and that's going to be The Beautiful Isle of Somewhere, which is on page 28. 28.
Somewhere the sun is shining, somewhere the songbirds dwell. Hush their nights every night.
beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere, somewhere the day is longer, somewhere the task is done, somewhere the heart is stronger, somewhere the burden won. Somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere, somewhere the load is lifted, was high and open gate. Somewhere the clouds are lifted, somewhere the angels wait. Somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere. And now, Sandy.
Please let me know if you can't hear me. During the week, usually whenever I'm going to talk, Robert calls me on Monday and asks me what my topic is going to be. And I usually tell him, I don't know. And I do this because I might have a topic in mind. I might have it all written down and ready to go, but Spirit decides at the last minute, oh, I don't like that. You're going to talk about this. So today, we're going to talk about the attributes of a good person. And I think there's 10 of them. And the first one is integrity. And integrity happens when you speak truthfully and honestly and does the right thing even when no one is watching. Like you hit a car or you scratch it and you leave a little note saying, I did this. Kindness shows compassion and gentleness in your words and actions. And you look for small ways to make someone's day better. Maybe just saying hi, hello, or smiling at someone in the bus or on the street. It makes their day a little bit better. Respect. Treat others with dignity, regardless of status or difference. And this is a hard one. Listens without interrupting or judging. I have problems to that because I always want to break into conversation and talk about it, why did you do this? Not even why did you do it, but let me tell you, that's one I have to watch. Responsibility. Fulfills commitments and keeps promises. And when you make a mistake, it's my mistake. I can't blame anybody else for it. Empathy. Understands and feels what others are going through. And you offer support. And you don't have to say, oh, I can help you fix that. You just say, I'm here. What can I do? How can I help you? You if you start going in and fixing things for everyone, they lose the power and the incentive to fix them by themselves. And sooner they start looking to you for fixing all of their problems. And you don't need that extra burden in your life. You've got enough going on in your own life. Humility. You know, you acknowledge your limitations and stays teachable. Limitations. I really accept that I have limitations. And I know that I just can't do the same things I was doing when I was 20 or 30. Steps are an interesting problem, but over the past year or so, I have learned to manage them. Oh, patience. Patience, that's one of the things. Don't rush to anger. Well, you know, this sort of goes with the one, don't rush in and ask to fix things, because you have to give others a chance to grow and to change. Generosity. Share your time, energy, and resources with others. And you do this just because you want to, not for the fact that, oh, they're going to give me a gift, or maybe I'll get in the news or something. Stand up for what is right, even when you're scared. Make difficult choices. And these choices are what you would want to do rather than what someone else wants you to do. This is a hard one. Forgiveness. Letting go of grudges and bitterness. Understand that everyone is learning. But forgiveness is hard, and sometimes we have to work on it. Appreciate the small things in life. Express thanks often and genuinely. And you do this to yourself or to the people around you. When you're at Safeway or getting your groceries and they've got this huge person with you with a whole list of stuff, and then you come up and you go through yours and you say, thank you very much, you're very, that was very helpful, you've been good to me. Their attitude changes. Honor your own being and your own well-being. And learn to say no, needed to maintain the peace and balance in you, not in the other person or in the world around you. All of us can identify with these things, and I'm sure that some of us have had opportunities to put them into practice. We have to know that we're all growing, we're all learning, and we're all moving forward. Each of us has a contract in this life. And often we ask ourselves, am I on the right path? When that happens to you, ask yourself, why do I think I'm not on the right path? listen to your intuition. Why this is happening? What can I do? And no, sometimes there isn't a big guidepost saying, you should do this. It's a tiny little part of you that says, hey, listen to me. Listen to me. This is how we're going to move forward. You know, in the cartoons where cartoon character hits the guy over the head with a hammer or something, and on all of a sudden you see stars. Well, a lot of times inspiration, and it doesn't come that way. It's a quiet voice within. I'd like to tell each and every one of you that you are a good person. You are on the path that you've chosen, and you're doing well. Keep up this work. It's very important for you, and your example is great for those who are around you. And I want to thank each and every one of you for listening to us today.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Those are encouraging words that we need to remind ourselves from time to time, because we forget and say, oh yeah, that's right. The thing about the path is, if you're asking if you're on the right path, if you can ask that question, you're a spiritual person, because a person that's not spiritual doesn't care about any path. They would not ask that question. So if you're asking yourself that question, that means you're in the right place. Now it's time for the announcement. Wait a minute, not the announcements. The love offering. I skipped the page, I'm sorry. It's time for the love offering, so we're asking that you make a donation to our church so we can continue to rent this room. Thank you, Erica. Just barely. I just barely got it. So our two biggest expenses are the rental of the room and our insurance. Apparently some rule you have to have insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's Liberty Mutual. It's like, yeah, and I was kind of hoping we'd get to see the emu every once in a while, but no. Infinite Spirit. In the spirit of unconditional love, we give thanks for the generous gifts that were received this day. This offering will help work to ensure we continue to gather in your name. May these supporters also receive abundance in their own lives. And we ask that you bless this gift, you bless this congregation, you bless this church, and let it blossom as the sunflower does so well. Amen. Thank you. Now it's time for the announcements. We're still continuing our clothing drive, and I understand Sandy has some clothes to give me. I do have some clothes from someone else that gave them to me, and we're going to keep doing this all the way up until the last Christmas service, and then I give them to some friends of mine who have Compassion Ministries, where they go out and they donate clothes and food to the homeless. So thank you if you could donate some clothes, gently used clothes. We also have our Palo Alto Soul Search Expo that's happening this weekend. I was there yesterday. We also are having our public seance coming up on the 22nd. That's going to be at 8 p.m. So if you're interested, we have a form in the back if you're interested in coming. When we first started doing the seance work, we were told by Spirit, when we say public seance, it's not that public. It's not throwing it out there to the world. Hey, come on in. And part of the reason for that is they mentioned is like you want to be cautious about what kind of people are going to show up. So that's the reason why when we say at public seance, it's generally the congregation, the people on our mailing list. To give an example, I was at Soul Search yesterday representing our church, and I saw a gentleman walking through, and he had a jacket. It's this nice jacket, and then there was a big symbol on the back. And I'm looking at the back of it, and it said Synagogue of Satan. And I went, oh. He was a nice enough gentleman, but apparently Satanists, they need gemstones too, so that's why he was there. But I was really kind of surprised at that, as I don't think I'd want somebody like that coming to one of our seances. But anyway, that's the reason why we don't hold a public seance. Also, because I was there yesterday, Avery, who's not here today because he's working that fair, he was giving somebody a reading, and he said, one of the first things he said to this lady was like, I can see a green aura around you. I said, I can see this arc of green around you. It's this bright green color. Well, then later on she left, and then she came back. She had gone to another booth in which they can do aura photography, and they gave her a picture, and she brought it back because I wanted to show you this. There was a green aura over her head, and Avery says, that's it, that's what I saw. So I thought that was pretty good. And then we had something serious happen. There was a man that came to the table, and even though I was sitting next to Avery, I couldn't really hear because it was kind of noisy in there. And then Avery turned to me asking for help. Huh? So then I had to get involved in it. This gentleman has a girlfriend who was involved in a car accident probably almost a year ago, and she's been different ever since then. She was hearing voices and things. She would even laugh at hearing jokes at 4 o'clock in the morning. She would want to get out, pull over, have him pull over so she could get out of the car and walk back and forth several times before getting back in the car again. And they would do this like every 15 minutes before they got to their destination. So she's acting kind of strange. And we're wondering, is that spirit doing that? Or does she have some damage? Like maybe she had a concussion or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Because the more he was described as like, this doesn't sound like spirit. This sounds like there's something going on, some mental instability. And he wasn't too sure what to do about it. But Avery said that he knew somebody that did that kind of work. There's a reverend with the Christian church, and he remembered the name. We looked it up and we gave that information to him. But the reason why I share this is because there are some things that are just beyond this. It's out of our realms. This is not our expertise. This is out of our area. So I just wanted to make sure that you knew that. We don't know everything that's going on. Excuse me, Mr. Microphone. And I went to attend a lecture by a lady. She goes by the name of Moon. She's Vietnamese. She does healing. She said she was born with this gift. She just does healings with people all the time. She's very gifted. She's healed a lot of people. She did a lot of testimonials, and then she started giving examples. She had people come on up that she could do healings on for a couple minutes. There was one woman that had pain in her back, and it was probably at a level 8. And when she was done with them, it was at level 1. I said, hey, that's pretty good. But then she also did another woman, she felt no relief at all. So you can't guarantee that going to get a healing from someone is going to take care of it. It might not. So healers cannot guarantee that their work will be beneficial. But we can try. We can try to do it anyway. And I think that's it. That's it for that. And also, if you have any questions you would like to ask Spirit, you can give them to us, and then our next seance, we can ask Spirit that. Once we get the answer, we can relay that answer back to you. So if anyone is interested in that, that's available. So let us know after church if you have a particular question you would like Spirit to answer, and we can talk to them directly, because Avery and Lisa, they go into trance. And in fact, Lisa has one of her guides, Daniel. He used to be a doctor in the Civil War. It's like he comes through with an Irish accent because he comes from Ireland. Well, he came through Avery one day. Avery can't do the Irish accent. So it was an Australian accent, which is really different. It was odd for the Spirit too. He felt that was rather strange. So it was kind of entertaining. And I think that's it for our announcements, unless Sandy has anything? No? Okay. Then we will move on to Spirit messages. Both Sandy and I will be giving messages. And I must start here since I'm standing up here. So I just look about the congregation, see if anybody stands out that I can give a message to. I was just looking at your clothing. I'm attracted to your clothing, the colors. They're muted, earthy type colors. So I should come to you, if that's all right. Okay. And I'm focusing on that fabric, that design on that fabric, and it becomes a big sheet. It's like a big cloak that's just wiping across my vision. It's like a transition. It's like it's wiping across, and as it falls down again, the scene has changed. And so I'm getting like a dark night sky with lights in it. Lights are twinkling, some very starry lights. And there's someone up there that's smiling, looking down upon you. A womanly figure. There's like, her face is pretty big in the sky. She's looking down upon you, like nodding to you, and she has this big smile on her face. She's blonde. She has longer hair, probably shoulder length. Can I get anything else? I'm getting the impression this is a relative, somebody that you knew. But she looks young. I have a feeling she was older when she passed, but she looks young right now. Okay, she's pointing to something. She's pointing to the ground behind you. There's something behind you. It's a little gentle reminder to be careful because she's afraid you're gonna trip on something. If you back up without looking, you're gonna trip over something like that. So she's letting me know, be cautious of that, be aware of that. Watch what's behind you before you do something like that. So I have a feeling there's something going to be coming up, a situation like a board laying down that you could trip over. So I think she's reminding you, just watch out for that. And then there's a candle. I see a candle in a glass holder with a handle over the top. Looking. Okay, this is part of looking behind you. It's like illuminating the way, holding this lantern behind you to look for it. So I have a feeling that this object is going to be at nighttime where it's going to be harder to see. Use the lights. All of a sudden I see a light switch. Use the lights. Don't trust that, I know where everything is. So that's the caution. And then I see a flower. There's a beautiful flower. It's like she's handing it to you, this flower. This has got to be somebody that you know. I guess it's not important to know who this person is. And she waves goodbye. So that's the message I have for you. It's a mystery woman, somebody from your past. Just giving you a caution. Heads up. Can I come to you? Is it right? Okay. You're wearing pink. I see the teddy bears too. Yeah. So I'm focusing on that pink, like pink candy or pink cotton candy. There's a woman standing behind you with red hair, but it's like in a beehive bun or whatever. I don't know about women's hair designs, but anyway, it's piled up high on her head. It's red hair. She's an older woman, thin, tall. Of course, the hair is probably make her to look taller. She's standing directly behind you. She's gesturing to her heart. Because she's standing behind you, she's touching your back, just like this to your back. Okay, who is this? So you see, she is a friend of yours.
Is she alive?
Not that I'm getting.
Okay.
I should ask you that. But I say no, I don't think so, because she's standing behind you. She does this and that. Anything else? She has a scarf. She's holding a scarf in her hand, draped between both of her hands. Okay, what's with? Oh, she's putting it around you. She's putting the scarf around you. And then I see a little present of a gift. This is a white lady. Do you have a white lady friend that has given you gifts? Like maybe for your birthday? No. In the past, when she was alive, yes.
No.
Oh, okay.
I remember. I thought it was my boss at first.
Oh,
my boss
okay.
has red hair.
Okay. So this could be symbolic. Oh, I wish you hadn't said it was your boss, because now I'm seeing an office scene. That's okay. That's okay. Is your boss on the other side?
No.
No? Okay, it's getting muddied up now. Yeah, what I'm getting isn't making sense, so I'm going to have to stop there. So
Okay,
thank you.
okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I'm done. Thank you.
I'd like to come into your rated vibration, please. Can I hear your voice? Yes. When I was doing your healing, your guides were there, and what they were telling me is that they have been talking to you, but you're not really listening. They want you to start listening to them, and they also want you to start using the guidance. They say, you're a very good person. You have a lot of qualities. Why do you want to go off on your own? Listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, and you won't make as many missteps as you've been making. You have to be careful, because there's going to come a time, I want to say in the future, not this year, but next year, that there's going to be something that will sort of turn you upside down or turn your life upside down. So they want you to be ready for it. Save and take care of yourself, okay?
I wonder about my wife.
You're looking younger every time I get to see you. As I come into your rated vibration, there's a whole group of people standing behind you, and they say they are members of your family. There is a lady who who comes in the motherly or grandmotherly rated vibration, and she's clapping because she says that you have made a decision lately that is very good for you and for your family and for your home. She's also telling me, I'm seeing like plants in the backyard, and they're wrapped like in burlap as a protection. So protect your home. There may be, protect your home. That's all I can say, because you don't put those things out unless it's really cold or there's some type of minor threat. That will pass, but we have protection. Can I come to your lovely wife, please? Can I hear your voice? Can I hear your voice? Okay. When you were in my healing chair, Spirit said they were very pleased with you also. You've been taking care of your health. You have been, you've been staying on the path and you've been taking care of yourself, and they're very pleased with this. They're making slight adjustments in your chemistry, and you'll find that things will be, I want to say, brighter and clearer to you than they have in the past. Continue on this path. Let me come into your rate of vibration. There's a lady that comes in. It's on the mother side of the house, but I don't feel that she comes in as a motherly rate of vibration, more as someone who was a very good friend or someone who felt motherly to you. This lady stands about a little taller than me. She had a fair complexion. Her hair was reddish brown. She was on the, I want to say, the larger size. She wasn't this. She was on the larger size. I see her like playing a piano or going like this with her, and she is pushing you. She wants to know, why have you put this aside? Why have you put this aside? You're good at it. Continue with it. It's not gone. Go for it. Go for it. Thank you. Good morning. As I come into your rate of vibration, I feel that there is feel more comfortable in your body. Things have been more in peace lately than they were a few months ago. Things have quieted down. And I'm being told that probably until the end of January, things will be fairly, I want to say fairly stable, fairly calm. No big problems. In January, what I'm seeing is, what I'm being shown is the month of January, and then I'm seeing February, and I'm wondering, there's a possibility that you may be looking for other positions in February. Not that you're being let go, but the fact that you've come to the point where you say, oh, I've done this for a while, I want to go try something new. So try something new in that time, and it will be of a benefit for you. A short trip around, I'd say, mid-December for you. Thank you. And who else hasn't had a message? Oh, this. Can I hear your voice, please?
Yes, I see.
There's a gentleman that stands next to you, and he sort of puts his hands on his hips like this. He was a jokester when he was on the earth plane, because he's showing me himself as Santa Claus. So he liked to joke around a lot, and he has his hands on his hips, and this to me usually means that you're worried about something. You've been going back and forth over I want to say a small problem. It also involves something with money and possibly with property. And this gentleman is saying, don't be so serious about it. You can do this. You can get this straightened out very easily. Laugh at yourself occasionally. I'm getting the name of Bob with this fellow. Are you able to identify him?
My father used to play Santa Claus.
Oh, okay. Well, then you have been able to identify him.
He's not a Bob, but
He's a Frank.
There is that's the name I was given. And I'm being told I'm going to have to spend more time learning names. But this guy's, he likes to play jokes. He'd like to play jokes. Sometimes in the house, you'll find that something has been mislaid. That's him. That's him. Okay. Thank you. Robert, let me come into your rate of vibration. Spirit wants you to know that they're very pleased with the work that you have been doing. However, I'm being told that you may be pushing and overextending yourself, and to take a step back during the holidays and to re-examine where you're going and what you want to do. Remember that Spirit has its own agenda. It may not, they want to do this. It may not be exactly right for you at this time and at this place. I feel Bob Ferguson is here with me because he's on this side,
okay.
and he's clapping. You've been doing good, but things are not as they seem right now. Just be careful and go quietly. And he says he loves you like a son. Thank you. May I come to you for a second? There has been a lady standing next to you from the mother's side of the house, and I want to say that she looks like you. Have people ever told you that the two of you sort of looked alike at times?
Who?
Your mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We look like sisters.
Yeah, that. She says, okay. And this lady she's rounder than me. And she's very pleased. She says, you've come through some very hard times, and you've managed to keep going, and you're really doing well. And she says, keep it up, dear. Keep it up. And I want to thank everyone for allowing me to read for them.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for those messages. I hope everybody got something beneficial. Oh good. I see there's a lot of nodding going over there. So I'd like to close the service out with our benediction, and I'm going to do one of mine. Let the spiritual energy that we receive today follow us throughout this week. Let us be receptive to our guide's messages and pay heed. Let us practice our beliefs each day. And may we stay on our life's paths and take joy in doing well. Take joy in doing kind deeds. And take joy in knowing our own truths. Amen. So I'd like to thank you all for coming to the service today. Feel free to get some